So you're studying for a PhD. What time do you get to do this when you are always in music, you're always performing? What time does one do a PhD? Like, does this make sense at all?
Well, it definitely doesn't make sense, but sometimes something has to give you if you really want to be extraordinary. You cannot be extraordinary in doing ordinary things. So sometimes I go an extra mile to be the Mudiwa that I want to be, I want to be a very learned artist, a doctor, not honorary doctor. I don't want to be a person who's owned it. I really want to be that doctor who has been through it, came to the say.
Inspiration.
And, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah, with all humility, that's all I have with academics.
So why then did you pursue music instead of what you studied?
Music is not something that I pursued. Music is a calling for me. So I cannot say it's a ministry. I was called by God to be in the ministry. That's why I sing gospel music. It's not really, I'm not an entertainer. And I'm not a rapper who happens to preach. I am a preacher who happens to rap.
Tongue twister. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a calling.
So it's a calling. Yeah, it's definitely.
So
a calling.
education is your backup plan in case anything happens in the music industry. You've got your papers, you've got your qualifications.
Definitely. Yeah, it is a backup plan.
Okay.
I actually would urge all those who want to pursue music, whatever it is. Maybe you are a sports person. Take education as your backup. That's the greatest wisdom I can give to somebody right now. Feel me?
Yeah. Awesome. So how do your parents feel about this?
When I graduated with my master's degree, after finishing, I then told my parents that I want to do music. I've been called by God. They didn't understand it. My mom cried.
She cried?
She actually cried. Literally. She was like, I wasted a lot of money. African parents.
Yeah.
But God always had a plan for me. So I kind of felt that, I just need to give it all, And from then, I started winning awards.
You've been blessed in that department.
Nominated about 45 times.
Wow.
And I've got about 17 awards now. So I really feel that my calling, God is actually confirming my calling to say, young man, you've been called.
This is what you're meant to do. So financially, financial freedom. Do you think if you had pursued what you studied, right now you'd be earning more money than what you're earning now in the music industry, especially now Zimbabwean economic situation?